Hey, it's Stumbles here. This isn't going to be one of my normal hiking on the PCT or Wallapai Mountain videos. Basically, we're at Kaibab Lake in Williams, Arizona, and we're camping over here in the Forest Service campground. The main reason for this video is we're going to show you our 5x8 cargo trailer camper conversion that we've completed over the last month. So when I'm hiking on the PCT or other places and Fumbles is following along doing her Trail Angel stuff, she's had to stay in hotels, she's stayed in Verbo rentals, and recently been car camping, which just isn't comfortable. So we wanted to go with something smaller that she could tow and behind her SUV that she could get through towns and stuff with. So we looked around on different prices for teardrop campers and other things, and some of them were outrageously priced. And we saw a lot of these conversions on YouTube and thought, well, let's see if we can do that. So we did that, came in for 1/10 of the price. And anyway, I'm going to turn the video over to her and let her show you what we've done.
For the past month, we have been building a cargo trailer camper conversion. And we're going to go through it and show you what we've done. We went with the 5x8 for many reasons. We went for cost, for towability, and the fact that if we did a cargo trailer, we could go ahead and customize it the way that we wanted. So we're going to show you around, and we'll start with the kitchen in the back. So we knew we wanted to have the kitchen in the back so that it would be easier to access, and that it would give us more room to have sleeping and room to store stuff in the front. So we divided it up, put this wall here with reclaimed wood, and then allowed ourselves some more space to have a countertop, to put in a sink, storage underneath, and storage up top. So what we did is we found an RV sink. It's only 10 inches in diameter. We went with a hand pump sink that we got from Amazon. We found this peel and stick flooring that we actually ended up using as a countertop. And to keep the edges from peeling up, we put this little steel bracket on it to keep it from peeling up. Underneath, we went with 5-gallon water jugs. This is our clean water, this is our gray water. And the sink pumps obviously from the clean water and then drains right into the gray water, so they're easy to take in and out and dump. We have our toolbox, which you need just in case. We have our orange Home Depot bucket that we will use to do laundry on the road so that, we can have some clean clothes every few days. Then we have our classic thermos steel cooler, and as you can see by the sticker, it fits it well, but we liked the fact that it was retro, so we stuck it in here and we're using it. So we also bought some of these little wooden crates from Home Depot, and we use them to store different items, the paper towels, the trash bags, dish soap. And here's the other one. We put some spoons and odds and ends bags, some grilling items. And then one of the things that we really like is our slide out cutting board. So it stows away nicely and perfectly, and we can pull it out when we need it. Obviously more storage bins up here. We can keep our dry goods, plates, silverware, cups go in this one. And then we just use some empty square-shaped jars that we could store things into, because square seems to fit better for storing. And then some of these airtight containers too for other things. We added, with some little extra pieces of wood, we added a little shelving here to put batteries, extra hooks, any odds and ends that we may need. And then over here we did the same. And we put our plates in there, and I'll tuck some towels in there and things like that. We also added a clothesline, so we can stretch it from here to the hook over there, and if we need to dry any clothes that we've gotten wet or washed, we can hang them up there to dry. We also added a stove shelf. So we actually don't have to use the counter space over here. We can if we want, but we don't have to. We freeze it up and we can put our stove here and cook. We made a backsplash so any grease splatters wouldn't get on the wood. And we went with the gas one stove because it's butane and propane. So we can use either or, which we like the idea of. And we went with LED battery lights so that we could replace them and they would come off, they detach, so we could stick them anywhere we need them. They're magnetic. And then now, and one thing I recommend too is if you're going to go with this back kitchen, to get shade, because most of the time you'll be in the sun, so we went with the pop-up canopy to cover the kitchen area. And now we'll come around and we'll show you the inside. So we bought some of these magnetic screens that you've seen. They're as seen on TV, but they're a lot longer for doors. I just trimmed it up and added some tape to the bottom to keep it from fraying, and that'll keep the bugs out. Then we went, you can come on inside. We went with the peel and stick flooring again. The reclaimed wood shows on the back. Put some decor and a bulletin board in case there's some camping information or pictures or memorabilia that we want to hang up there. We had a window added to increase airflow. We can have the door open in the window to get some airflow through. We added shelving and a pop-up table that lifts up and you can put the leg underneath it and use it as a laptop table or an eating table, whatever you need it for. And we also went with the peel and stick flooring here. And we added a rod to hang clothing on. We have our Goal Zero Yeti 150, so off-grid power, so we can charge our phone and any other items that we may need to charge up. We have another table, a fan, and then we also have storage up at the top that we can put all of our sheets and blankets and pillows. And it was a good way to utilize that space that was just left open from building up the kitchen. So we put that to use. There's some more shelving for your necessities and things you just want to quickly grab. And we also added a power strip. You can't see it, it's behind the futons that we have, but we added a power strip that has a cord that comes out the bottom of the trailer that we've sealed up when it's not in use, and it'll plug into campgrounds so that we'll have power coming into the camper. Now for our bedding, we used futons that fold out into a bed, so that way when we're not using it as a bed, we can fold it up and actually have it as seating. We want to watch a movie on the iPad, we can do that. Or when it's bedtime, we just fold them back out. So they're really space saving and they're actually pretty comfortable. So we went with one of the outdoor solar lights that comes on with motion. So we did that on the outside, just a self-stick motion light. And we have our StanSport privacy shelter so that when we are camping off-grid, we can shower. We have a portable toilet in here. So we have our shower, our homemade shower, and our portable toilet so that we can have some privacy in there. And our shower is just made out of a weed sprayer, a 2-gallon weed sprayer, and it pumps and it's pressurized. So we just did some attachments. You can actually see this, find this on YouTube. We put some attachments with a little sink sprayer, and we've made our own little pressurized shower. Now, we'll take you to the front of the camper. And I have found that bungee cords are lifesavers. So if I were you, I would, if you're planning on doing something like this, have a stock full of bungee cords because they're going to come in handy. Like this, you can see is helping hold this little container on the front. It's helping hold the door open, which you don't really need. It stays open, but just in case a gust of wind comes by. We have the spare tire mounted to the front. It came mounted inside, but obviously that took up too much room and wasn't very appealing to the eye, so we brought it to the outside and attached it to the front. And this is the other side, and you can see our window from the outside. We did paint it. It did come with a stainless steel front, and we painted it black. We painted the wheel wells black to give it more of a rugged look. We do plan on the future getting bigger tires, but for now, these will work perfect. And if I didn't mention, this is a 5x8 cargo trailer. You can obviously go bigger if you want. If you decide that you want your kitchen indoors, you can go with a bigger trailer. But this one pulls nicely behind my SUV, and total weight on this thing, all put together, is 900 pounds. So it was just the right size for us to be able to tow it into places that we normally wouldn't go.
All right, so that's the end of the video showing our little walkthrough of our trailer conversion. So hey, stick around. We're going to do a few pictures here at the end for anybody that wants to watch it, just showing the kind of the work in progress from a blank slate of paper to what you saw today. So that's it for Stumbles and Fumbles. See you next video.